Hello, everybody, and welcome to our after church tea time. I'm Granville Campbell, and I am joined today by Paco and Melanie. So, would you guys like to introduce yourselves, and then we'll carry on from there?
Hello, I'm Paco. I am a unionist for years now. I am together with my twin flame in Harmonious Union. And yeah, today's sermon was really speaking to my heart. I really love the topic. I'm looking forward to the discussion with all of you.
Yes, and I'm Melanie. I'm a uni since 3 years, and yeah, it's today topic is my my twin flame journey. I have also a twin flame experience, and it was very inspiring for me with the insights from Jason and Chrissy. Yeah, and I'm very happy to be here. It's my first tea time. Yeah, I'm looking forward.
Awesome, welcome. I was going to ask you if you'd been on a church after church tea time before. So, welcome. Please relax and please just enjoy the conversation with us. So yeah, I agree with Paco in terms of the insightfulness of today's sermon. And I think it's been quite interesting because my journey has been quite a while. So I've actually been in the community for about 7 years already. And yeah, at the beginning it was probably more observation than actually participation to see what it was about because it was quite early days. And so yeah, it's been an interesting journey with it from the twin flame perspective, and I have to say that it does help to kind of go through the dynamics of what it isn't, so that you understand what it actually is. Because I feel like with my journey, all that intensity and all the connection and all the dependency, like the codependency, was there from the very beginning until I really got clear. And I think one of the things that really stood out to me that Jason and Chrissy shared was, as you heal, your twin flame naturally meets you in those places where you have healed and choose to go deeper with you. And that for me was something that I had to learn quite a bit because my false twin flame was a very much a connection of dependency, but there was always just this barrier, this wall. Like every time I healed something, it just kind of felt like the separation was getting stronger and deeper. It wasn't the connection that was getting stronger and deeper. So, the one thing that I definitely identified very early on was that there was a lot of codependency to heal because we'd been friends for such a long time. I mean, when I initially felt like I'm embarking on my twin flame journey, we'd probably already been friends for about 12 years. So, you just kind of think that that's the connection, but that's kind of where you really need to be very, very careful in looking at what you're healing and how that healing is showing up in your life. So I don't know if you guys have experienced that intense connection and just the feeling of like the more you heal, the more you end up in a boxing match kind of thing.
Yes, I had this feeling too. I had also false twin flame experience, so to say, when I came into the Twin Flames universe community. I was 100% sure this person is my twin flame. And as I started healing, this person was, like Grenville shared, going further away from me. And also, I felt in my heart, hmm, I feel no closer with every mirror exercise I do with this person, but I feel closer with my twin flame. I needed quite some time to allow myself to really respect and accept this truth that it's not about this person, it's about my twin flame. Like, I loved what Chrissy shared. Make this test. Are you looking for your twin flame, or do you choose just your twin flame when it is this person? Ask yourself this. Ask it yourself again and again so that you can check in. Do you live some codependency patterns like I did a lot? I was just so codependent to this person and reflected me all this codependency in truth too. And the moment I was able to let go of depending on this person, also my journey became lighter because now I was opening up to more love, and these intense feelings I had with this person also were not there anymore because I was able to let go of them. Like Jason and Chrissy repeatedly said, the relationship with your twin flame is peaceful. The relationship with your twin flame is loving. And your twin flame is not just triggering you, but your twin flame supports you also in move through this trigger. And like God is, He is miraculous. When I came into the twin flame community, twin flame universe community, my twin flame was there the moment I decided from a true twin flame, no matter which person it is, there was my twin flame always there. And she was the one who was always reaching out to me, even I did not know it's my twin flame, but she supported me when I was moving through, you can say, intense feelings or dark times. She was just reaching out like a friend, like Jason and Chrissy said. Even I was not yet aware of it, but your twin flame will always be there for you. Even maybe you don't see it right now, or in your heart you can feel it as you keep going, healing deeper. I love it. Like they said also, you can see it so clearly also in Twin Flame Ascension School class. They both were there, but did not yet realize they are twin flames and needed to love the situation they are in with their false twin flames fully so that they could see the truth.
Yeah, I have also a false twin flame journey because I think 7 years ago I met my false twin flame, and I'm very grateful for this I met this person because it was my start for the spiritual awakening. I was at this time I was in a long time relationship with a karmic partner, and I feel at the moment that was I that life that I live in this moment, it's not built on the foundation of true love. And I have the desire in my heart, I will live a true love. Yeah, and that was the start for my journey to go deeper, to understanding more about my desires, about my wish in my heart. And then, yeah, when I come to Twin Flames universe, I go all in. I start with the coaching. I how do you say, sorry, um, invest in LPC and TFAS, and I'm very committed. And my way, I feel that when I make make a review, I see that my way is a way of trust of God, of faith of God, and go deeper with myself. And I make in this 4 years when I invest in coaching and in the classes, I very committed, and I will look all my how do you say areas of my life and go through there, and I heal the blocks. And yeah, at the moment I will I live my life purpose. It was in the last 3 years I built a very strong foundation of my life purpose, and I oh my gosh, sorry, my English, I'm a little bit nervous, but I
No,
hope
don't
you
worry about that.
understand me.
Just relax into it.
Yeah,
You're not in a rush to get anywhere.
yeah,
We're having a
yeah,
conversation.
yeah. Yeah, I find out about after 2 years ago that I have a false twin flames experience, but in the last 2 years I make also say find out again and again. It's came the in my awareness these people, then I go deeper and go deeper, and that's yeah. And 2 years ago I came another man in my life, and now I will go deeper with him. And yeah, it's safe to trust in God, to take this what God you give for explore and for go deeper. Yeah, and that is my experience. A lot of faith and trust in the process, and a strength of me is this very deep commitment of this true love. Yeah, and the teachings of union. Well, when I see the success for my life purpose, I know, okay, here is also in the future, or here is now the success of my union with my true twin flame. Yeah.
I love that you mentioned that because I think it's very important, the trusting the journey and having faith that it's going to work out. I think both of you spoke very strongly to the fact that when you choose to support yourself, the support shows up. And as you shared, you chose to invest in your coaching and you chose to invest in the teachings, and the support showed up. Parker shared that as he was healing, the support showed up in his true twin flame, just all of us always being there to support him through this intensity. And I think that, that is the power of this community and the power of our healing, that the more you choose to support yourself and the more you choose to go deeper, you naturally magnetize the support. And that is something that Jason and Chrissy spoke to when they said that your twin flame will magnetize to you in those spaces. They will meet you there. And Melanie, you also shared about God meeting you there, but it's that is the faith and the trust, is that God doesn't fail you. You just need to be open to receiving God in that space. And I think we have learned this quite a bit, and we continue to learn it in the twin flame journey. We continue to learn that the relationship isn't actually about the relationship with the outside, whether that's people, places, things, jobs, careers, any of those things. It's always about your relationship with God. It just starts to I think you spoke to the foundation. I think that's really the core of it, right? The core of it is that as you said, you continuously come back into the space where you're healing more. And it's literally about setting up a more powerful foundation with God and with yourself. And I think it's one of the very first lessons that you learn in Twin Flame Ascension School is that you're building something very powerful. And in order for that powerful thing to be supported, it has to have a very firm foundation. And unfortunately for us, sometimes our foundation in love is very rocky. And so it takes a lot longer to rebuild it and remake it or uproot the things that don't belong there. And I think that was one of the powerful messages that came through the sermon from Jason and Chrissy was to keep on going. To keep on going even when you're not clear about the results. To keep on going. And I think that's the thing. Like, a foundation isn't laid overnight. If you know anything about building, you would know that it takes a bit of time to build a foundation. And we are building an eternal foundation. So, it might feel longer in timelines when we look at it from a human perspective. But if you look at it in the space of eternity, it's probably quite short.
Yeah, I love what you shared now, Granville. It's about foundation and trust in the process and having faith. And what did I do when I had these phases? Like you said, from a human perspective, when I look at it, okay, I'm here on my twin flame journey. I'm healing here already since 5, 6 years. Before I already knew about twin flames too. Yes, with the mirror exercise, there are changes, but where is my twin flame? I don't see anywhere my twin flame. Okay, yeah, my life feels better, but where is my twin flame? I had these thoughts too. Where is my twin flame? I'm here for my twin flame. And in this moment, I sat down with myself and I worked on this foundation we are speaking about. Because only with this foundation, you can realize, maybe this person I thought or I believed I'm in love with is not my twin flame. Because when I look from a peaceful perspective, this person is not meeting my twin flame love list at all, or this person is really disrespectful in the whole process, the whole time, and I just cover it under, this person is triggering, it needs to be my twin flame, like Jason
Yes.
said.
Yes.
I love this because it's that you force yourself to be in a toxic relationship in truth, also energetically, what's not necessary, like they said. You can let go of that and you can get clear when you are having a foundation of love. And this foundation starts with yourself. I learned I need to have a foundation of unconditional self-love. I needed to learn to love myself. I had no idea that having nasty thoughts about myself or not allowing myself to have dreams or desires also in a romantic relationships is not nice to myself. So I needed to build up this trust to myself. I needed to build up having faith in myself that I will not just give up because I have a bad day. That's not necessary to give up because I have just a bad day. Yeah, okay, this person, I still believe it's my true twin flame, but it's still nothing is changing. So I keep going and love this situation fully. And then I see, are they coming closer? Well, is the disrespect growing and I need to set boundaries and need to get clear? Okay, they are not meaning, this person is not meaning anything of my twin flame love list. They pretend to, because being around me is nice because I'm like an energetic, I fill them up energetically. And you can just get clear here with this foundation that you also realize, I feel not good after meeting with this person. I feel not good when I'm writing with this person. I feel not good after we had a conversation just with writing text messages. This means something. And I realized that only because I had a foundation of self-love. Okay, there is something that feels not good and I need to change something. It's my responsibility to take care of myself and to realize maybe that's not the person, but I will keep going, loving the situation fully because the situation helps me to still move through upsets. Like Shaleia also shares, I think in the book she shares Twin Flames Finding an Ultimate Lover, that her false twin flame experience was also a catalyst for her true twin flame, was preparing her for Jeff. I feel the same. I was best prepared with all the upsets had to heal through with my false twin flames. I had more than one experience, but that was my journey. And all the situations where I maybe were too pushy and they blocked me, I came in these situations also with my true twin flame. And then I knew, okay, I have to focus on myself again and feel my feelings. And from this place, I can transcend things in my twin flame relationship and I can change things in my relationship with my twin flame. And when I was allowing myself to come always to this place of trust and faith and to surrender how it unfolds the situation, the relationship felt so loving and peaceful with my twin flame and still does. We still have situations where we don't agree about some things, where we have to heal through deep fear or deep triggers with each other, or where it feels like the wall goes down or everything is burning down. And I just do what I always did. I just go inside myself, feel feelings, and I trust the process and I have faith in the process. So I did nothing different than I did before. I was without my twin flame in the physical, while when I was still believing a false twin flame is my true twin flame. This faith and trust is really an important tool on your twin flame journey and is helping you and loving you quite well. And I have to confess, without the community, I would not have come to this place of trust and faith because there is an environment here in this community, in the Church of Union, where you can learn it, where you are supported from all the people here, that you can learn what it really means to trust a spiritual process and what it really means to have faith in your unique journey. And I'm very grateful for that. And this foundation you were speaking of is very important. And you built it like a foundation is built every day.
Yeah, also for me, the false twin flames experience is not a bad thing about for me because you say it also, Paco, it's a catalyst for when I see what is happen in the last 3 years, that is magical. I have a good foundation. I'm a, how do you say, a mom of two little kids, and I live at the moment my dream. Live. I'm a self-employment. I can work at home. I have a very strong basic, and I think it's also safe to ensure on the path and accept it's my path. And some people come together, some twin flames come together very earlier and build their life purpose together, and others build her life purpose first, and then came the twin flames comes together. And this path is very individual, yes, and it's safe to remember, okay, this path is to trust in God and see in every corner in the life areas where you don't feel very good, and then you heal this area and you make steps every day. Every day you go forward step by step, and I love this this work. For we build here a life of eternity, and that feels very, very good to make that for myself or for my union. And it's a strong way to build the heaven on earth. That's for me. So
Yeah, absolutely. I love that you guys have shared all of that. And I think it's just also, it's a journey of compassion, right? So you are healing years and years. We're all healing years and years of conditioning in one way or another, whether it was the way we grew up, whether it was the way we were socialized, the friendships we've had, the relationships that we've had. We are sometimes totally unmaking patterns that have been there for a long, long time. And I think something that stood out to me quite a bit also in the sermon was when Jason and Chrissy shared that, those things that we tend to hide from and avoid is probably the things where we need to go and look to find out, is there something for me there? And specifically I remember them saying, if you're reading the Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover book and you're skipping over things and you're glossing over things because you're not paying attention, maybe that's part of the important stuff. Is you don't want to be triggered by some content, so you're avoiding it. And that avoidance plays out in patterns such as your twin flame avoiding you. Because technically, you're avoiding yourself. You're avoiding the spaces in yourself where there may be hurt, where there may be things that you don't want to look at, where there may be upsets, where there may be feelings that you don't want to feel. And I think the core of our journey has taught us that you have to feel the feelings, all of them, the good ones and the bad ones. And sometimes we are so busy healing the upsets that we don't let ourselves feel the good feelings. And so it's just a reminder to also feel the good feelings. You don't have to identify with the upset. You don't have to become the upset. You don't have to be permanently on a search for what's the next upset that I have to heal. You get to enjoy yourself and your life. And I think that's that was part of the sermon, is that you are actually meant to enjoy life. And that enjoyment doesn't mean only the one thing or the other. It's what you said, Melanie. It's that looking at all areas of your life and feeling the spaces and the feelings related to all those things. And I think that's been a big learning curve for me on my journey, because I lots of the time I actually did switch off to the feelings. And so in the twin flame journey, I've had to literally learn to switch back onto the feelings. And then when I did, I had to learn to accept all of the feelings, including the good ones. So it's something that I would encourage everybody to be aware of, to say, you don't have to be upset all the time. You can also feel good on this journey. You can also have joy on this journey. You can have gratefulness on this journey. It's not only about the bad stuff. Let that go as well. This is not just about learning lessons perpetually. It's also about living your life and enjoying your life.
Thank you for saying that. I love it. That's exactly it. Sometimes we forget it in all the working because we desire our dreams so much. Our twin flame relationship, our life purpose, and our dream house, and living a perfect life with our perfect partner. And these are the phases where the connection with your twin flame does not really feel good. I can we sense that in our union, and we start fighting a lot because we avoid feeling a feeling. Sometimes it's a good feeling we avoid. Sometimes it's an area in our life where we would not like to look at. And just feeling the feeling can be so relieving. And then we feel joy with each other. Even maybe there is something coming to the surface where God says that's the next thing in front of you, where you have to heal through it. But you can approach it with joy, and you do not need to suffer through it. Sometimes we believe I am spiritual, I'm on my spiritual journey, I'm on my twin flame journey, I have to suffer through it, otherwise I cannot make any progress. That's in truth not true, because one, you have the teachings of union and you have your ascension coach, and you have this amazing community where you learn how to have healthy relationships. You can enjoy your life because there are very cool people who are true friends, who are true family, where you can have a true joy, and where you can learn to express yourself in an honest way. What attracts your twin flame like that? And it doesn't matter if it takes a year or 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, or 2 months. It doesn't matter, because it's perfect for you and it's unique for your journey. I sometimes when I watch myself comparing, it feels not good. I compare myself, oh no, I don't have that yet, or I needed so long to realize that's not my true twin flame, and then I'm judging myself, and then I realize, no, that's not the way, and then I realize it's just healing another layer of this pattern where I don't receive what I have right now, and what I have right now is more than I have ever been able to ask for, and there comes this gratefulness Granville was speaking about, and then everything feels lighter. And this is the cool thing, a twin flame journey can feel so good. Even you are exploring if this person is your true twin flame or maybe a false twin flame experience, or you are getting clear, it's really my true twin flame, and all the stuff that does not feel good is really a mirror, then that's totally fine. This is the beauty about this community, that you have this space where you can ensures the community is holding space for you to go through deep feelings, and also holding space for you that you ground love, that you ground all this joy that is coming back to you, which will then lead you automatically to everything you desire. And sometimes we have stuff, like Rainbow said, that needs to first be cleaned up, kinda. There are stuff you really for years, decades, and more than a one decade maybe, you grind yourself into the not nice thing, and so you need to go back here. And for some people it's more, for some people it's less. Maybe you need a little longer to realize, oh, okay, it was not my true twin flame. The signs were all quite clear, but I didn't saw it yet, so I needed to clean all this crap away still that was pretending me to see it. And every time again, I'm so surprised how wonderful this community receives you when you choose to heal through something that is in front of your face, and how lovingly you are in the Church of Union, welcomed once you choose to open up to true love. And this way you learn, like Granville said, to have compassion. Compassion is something so powerful. I never were able to imagine myself how powerful compassion can be. But nothing in your way can be too big when you have compassion for yourself. Because when you have compassion for yourself, you will always do everything that you overcome it, because it's the most compassionate thing to do. And you don't care how long it takes, because You love yourself so much that you do everything to support yourself to overcome it out of compassion for yourself. And this way, I transcended my false twin flames experiences because I never gave up, because I learned that I love myself so much and I have so much compassion for myself. And I keep going in cultivating compassion for myself, for my twin flame, and for our journey. And this way we can transcend everything that's not for us. So everything where we still hold on a false thing for us, as we do right now in our life purpose, where we learn to let go of everything, where we are codependent on something that is not from God. And this is our journey that we build on love and compassion. Thank you, Granville, for mentioning this piece. You can see that in Jason and Chris's journey from day one of Twin Flame Ascension School class. They cultivated, it's so sweet, so much compassion for themselves, and they learned it through their life purpose, and then they came together, and now they have such a powerful twin flame couple. Their healing journey is really example how what you can achieve too in your unique way.
I mean, yeah, and I think, something else that I think does deserve mentioning, and that also came out in the sermon again, is that, things do come up for healing a couple of times. But the nice thing is that Jason and Chrissy shared, and that I've also experienced, is that the next time you come back to healing that thing, it doesn't feel as bad or as emotionally charged or as heavy. And you know that you just by that alone, you know you are making progress. Because something that felt really bad at the beginning feels like, all right, it's here again, let's heal it, we can move on. You don't have to spend weeks and weeks in upheaval and everything else, because it just gets lighter all the time. And I think that, that is the purification of our consciousness. It's that actually when we do realize everything that we've healed wasn't as heavy as we thought it was when we started healing it. But it does take you going through the journey and actually appreciating yourself for taking the time to heal it every time it comes up, not sweeping it into the background and saying, oh, not you again. It's you again. Let's deal with you and let's heal you. Let's bring light into that space and let's move forward in love with ourselves. Cool. So I just want to check in with both of you. How are you feeling? I'm feeling pretty complete with After Church Tea Time today. Perfect. So thank you both for the conversation. I really did enjoy talking to you guys today around the sermon that was shared by Jason and Chrissy. Thank you to everybody that's followed us in our conversation and that reacted to the conversation. Also, please feel free to look at all our other content on our YouTube, Church of Union YouTube channel, where you will find all our previous content in terms of live discussions and any other conversations that have happened in the Unionism Spiritual Discussion group on Facebook. And we look forward to seeing all of you again soon for another After Church Tea Time. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.